Are we live? I think we are. Usually there's a countdown thing. Okay, we're live now. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my brand new show here on YouTube. It's your boy, Nick. Just going to put my speaker down for a second. All right, welcome to my brand new show called Nick's Big Brother Recap Show. I have been waiting to do this show for quite a while. I'm really excited. Now it's starting to feel like summertime. You know it's feeling like summertime when it's time to talk about Big Brother. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what Big Brother is, let me explain it to you. All right, so Big Brother is a summer reality game show where you get a whole bunch of strangers under one roof, and they live together in one house for the summer, and the last person standing wins $500,000 at the end of the summer. How do people get eliminated? Well, evict one of their own, and that's how Big Brother works. So I'll explain it more in depth as the series goes on. So, by the way, before we start the stream, let me say if there's a period of time where I stop talking, it's because I have a notice saying, oh, it's buffering. And so I've learned that usually my stuff cuts off if it's buffering. So just in case I stand still and say nothing. So, but yeah, I'm all ready for the occasion. If anybody wants to know, this is my Power of Veto medallion. Yes, this is your golden ticket to stay in the Big Brother house, especially if you are nominated for the week. You want to have this bad boy around your neck. That way, no one can mess with you. You won't go home. You won't get evicted. Okay. So now, what is this show? What is my show all about? Well, I'm going to be here to give you the recap of the week of Big Brother. I will list who was the head of household, the one who's in charge for the week, the one who gets to nominate 2 people for eviction. I will name who wins competitions throughout the week. More importantly, I will announce who were the nominees for the week, and most importantly, who was evicted from the house. All in one show. Normally, it's going to be Thursday nights after the eviction show. The eviction shows are live at 8 o'clock p.m., but here on my TV, it comes on at 7 o'clock p.m. So that actually works out for me because then once that's over, I have an hour to prep and get ready for the live stream. So my live streams will hit at 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time once the evictions start rolling. So, but for the first 2 weeks, since the show hasn't started yet, we are actually 1 week away from the season 23 premiere of Big Brother. So in the meantime, I've got stuff ready to go, like preseason talk, to get ready for the show. So, which brings me to tonight. The first episode tonight, we were going to... Okay, so here's what happened. We were going to have the cast reveal today. That's what the rumors were saying. But we got thrown a curveball. The cast reveal is actually tomorrow. So, which means I have to switch a few things around. So we'll talk more about that later because I have a whole thing ready to go for that. So today we're going to relive some of the greatest moments from Big Brother last year, the season that almost didn't happen because of quarantine. So, but they made it happen. The show started later than usual. It was supposed to start in June, and it started in August last year. And for those of you who haven't seen Big Brother, I'll kind of like give you like details as to what exactly was going on in the house. And as a matter of fact, last summer was the All-Star season where some of the greatest Big Brother players came back for a second chance at the $500,000 prize. Some people have already won the $500,000 prize and went back into the house and try to win it again, try to become the first 2-time winner. Didn't work out so well, but hey, stuff happens in that house. It's crazy. By the way, I forgot to mention, when living in that house, you are totally cut off from the outside world. No phones, no internet, no news whatsoever. You just have yourself and 15 other house guests to talk to. So this game is designed specifically not only for the physical people, but also it's a mental game too, and a social game. So you got to be, it's threefold. If you got all those 3 qualities down, you will do good in this house. You also have to learn how to lie, how to break promises, make a lot of deals to get you far in the game. And it is tough. And since there's nothing going on in the house, people love to talk and word gets around real quick. So this game gets really interesting. And then you get all the fights that are going on. It gets really nice. It gets really fun. So I can't wait to see what this summer has in store. So before we look forward, let's look back at some of the greatest moments from last summer of Big Brother. You probably can't see this. Let's go to my other little computer. There we go. Yeah, the writing, you can't see it really well, but I'll read it off to you. It says Nick's Big Brother recap show. And to help me along with this, I've got me a little clicker thingy. I love this thing. I've seen some of my college professors use this, and it really helps. And it really helps illustrate what you're talking about. But since you can't see the text really well, I will read what is on here, and I'll go more in depth about some of the images. So, okay. So these right here are my top 10 moments from Big Brother All-Stars from 2020. Okay. Number 10 is triple eviction night. Okay, well, why is that a big deal? Because every summer, you know how the evictions go. One person goes every week, but at some point in the season, we have to speed up the process and we have to make it challenging for the house guests. So normally that's where double evictions will come into play. And how a double eviction night works is you have the first eviction, the weekly eviction, and then you do a whole week of Big Brother competitions in 1 hour. Not even 1 hour, like less than an hour. So pressure is really on for that. And a second house guest will be sent out the door before the hour is done. It is really fast paced. You don't have much time to think. You just have to go with your guts and just go with the flow, because the hour is going to fly by quick when it's double eviction night. So 2020 was actually the first year we did a triple eviction night. It was a special 2-hour episode. I remember it. We were getting out our Halloween decorations because this was the first time Big Brother was on during Halloween. So we were getting our Halloween decorations out, and triple eviction night happens. They have the first eviction, then we do a week's worth of Big Brother in one night, in 1 hour. And then the second hour comes around and we have to do it all over again and get another person out the house. So it was really fast paced. And that's what I love, because everybody's scrambling, especially the ones who know they're in trouble. And it just gets so crazy. It's so awesome. It's crazy. Getting a video ready to go. I have a playlist of videos. There'll be sound bites. I won't actually show you the video, but I'm just going to play a little sound bite of certain moments on my countdown. So, but anyway, so triple eviction night. Oh, my reactions. I wish I still had my recorded footage, but I don't. It was a really fun night and it was intense. So yeah, that was my number 10 moment. Okay. Number 9. Okay, so these are 2 house guests. This is Davon, and the guy is David. This is my number 9 moment. Davon, I have it titled Davon versus David. Okay, well, why are these 2 butting heads? Well, let me set the stage real quick. There was an eviction where one house guest, Ian, was going to be evicted that week, but Davon and David tried to rally the troops to try to save Ian, and they enlisted in a girl named Nicole to try to save Ian. They assured her that they had the votes. I think it was supposed to be like Nicole, Davon, David, Tyler. I think it was like 4 votes to send out. Oh no, Tyler was nominated that week. I'm sorry. It was Davon, David, Nicole, Kevin. They rallied together to get Ian out of to save Ian, but Nicole flipped her vote and decided to vote Ian out because she was part of a bigger alliance and they wanted Ian out the house. So she lied. So she lied to Davon, she lied to David, and they pinned the vote on David. And they assured Davon that David was the one that voted Ian out. So Davon was not happy because she already had her suspicions for David. This was only his second time playing Big Brother, and his first time he only lasted like 1 or 2 days. So because a twist had evicted him week 1. So, but Davon was already suspicious about David, and this vote with Ian did not set well with Davon. So I have a little clip after this ad, but this is just a little conversation between Davon and David, assuring that, Davon saying, "I trusted you, David. You went against us, and you lied, and you're not fessing up to it." So, and David's like totally clueless. So I have a soundbite. These sound bites that I have are from CBS. So all rights go to them. So thank you, CBS, for providing these clips. So here is a little conversation between Davon and David. I won't play all of it. I'll just play just a little bit.
It's quiet in here tonight.
How'd you flip? Okay.
Yeah, Davon doesn't believe it.
Okay.
I'm serious.
People told me not to trust you. And I still...
She's mad. She is really mad. And it's sad because David ultimately... It's sad because David ultimately ended Davon's game. I think she was evicted that week. So let me go back to the part where they've talked for a little bit, and now David's getting really mad because Davon doesn't trust her. Trust him.
I didn't want to have one in this house. That's why I try to play this game the right way.
I hear David screaming out of nowhere, and he seems to be really upset. My plan is working better than I thought it would, and all eyes are now on him.
Yeah, so that girl, Danny, you just heard, she was behind the manipulation to try to pin the vote on David. So that's some real sketchy stuff that goes on in the house. It's crazy. So yeah, there was that. Okay, number 8 on my countdown is David. Speaking of David, he actually did some good in the house. He had a secret power that he won the competition. This is David's disruptor power. You can't really see it well, but I'm reading it to you. Okay, so the disruptor power. This allows a house guest to disrupt a head of household's nominations by secretly taking themselves off the block or somebody else off the block. And that will force the head of household to nominate another house guest on the spot. So, yeah, Danny, believe it or not, was the head of household. And, Oh, and this was going back to the week that Ian was evicted. This was actually the week he was evicted. So before the whole vote flip thing happened, this is how it started. So, and Danny is like freaking out because she didn't want to have to nominate more people. So here's a little soundbite. The disruptor power is being used, and Danny will have to name a new house guest as a replacement nominee.
To take a seat now. Sorry, Danny. The secret holder of the disruptor power has decided to disrupt your head of household by making one of your nominees safe for the week and forcing you to name a new one.
Yay.
I need to.
Yeah. So David secretly takes himself off the block. And it's going to put somebody up right now. I'm just trying to skip to the part. All right, so this is the part where Danny now has to name a replacement nominee on the spot.
You must now name a new nominee.
This sucks. And I have no idea what to do at all. Zero idea. Tyler.
So that's how Tyler gets nominated on the block. Crazy. So, yeah, a lot of stuff goes on in that house. Things change on a dime. So that's the disruptor power. Now let's go back to Davon. Also happening, so a whole bunch happened that week. So this is the next moment that happens, and it ends up on my countdown. Davon wins the power of veto, and this is her first veto win in 3 seasons. This is her first competition win in 3 seasons. So this was a big moment for her. Yeah, but it's tiny though because it was part of a competition. That's why you got to watch. So I'm not going to play all the clips. What I've done is I've made a playlist for my Big Brother All-Star moments, and I put them on my channel. So if you want to like and subscribe, feel free to check out the playlist that I made public for you guys and see the clips for yourself in full. No edit, no nothing. You get to see it full. Hopefully this isn't cutting out, because last time I did a live stream, it cut out majorly. So yeah, on there you'll see the clip of Davon winning her first power of veto. So there's that. Okay, next up, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next part. This is number 6. This is Davon. She's crying. The jury members. So let me explain jury. After like the first 5 house guests get evicted, the following house guests, the last 9 evicted house guests, will be sent to the jury house. And the jury members are the ones who get to decide who wins $500,000 on finale night. Jury members are also sequestered. They are not allowed to go back into the real world yet. I mean, they'll drive to the jury house, but they still cannot know what's going on in the world. So, and what happens at jury is every week, an evicted house guest will bring new information to share with the jury members. And this is going to really help them in their decision on who wins on finale night. So in the meantime, the jury members got a little surprised. They got video messages from their loved ones. That's a first for the jury members. Usually it's in the house, but it was really nice, especially during those times. It was rough seeing, it was crazy. But yeah, you can check that out on the playlist that I made. Hold on. Okay. So let's keep going on the countdown. Okay, you can't see this. I'm sorry. What you see, so what's in the picture, this is Christmas, and that's Enzo. And they have like what appears to be stars. They are little plush stars. So Christmas had a punishment to do. Usually they dish out punishments to certain house guests. This one was where she had to take care of little plush stars, but they were treated like real babies. So so you hear all the goo-goos and the gaga. And as the punishment kept going, she kept getting more and more kids. It was hilarious watching her. Sorry, the ad is playing.
Bundle of joy all week long.
Sorry.
What's the hell? What is that?
What does it say?
So the punishment was called An All-Star is Born, parody of A Star is Born. I'm trying to see where they announce it.
This bundle of joy all week long.
Because Enzo chose me as his +1 to the safety suite, I received the All Stars Born punishment. She's just born. She's about 7 minutes old. Aww. She's gonna be with
See,
us.
there's a little.
Oh.
Sorry, the lighting is really bad. Yeah, the brightness is crazy, but there's okay. There you go. You could see the little star right there. The punishment gets way crazier because then she gets more kids. I'm gonna fast forward it.
Yeah. Oh. Come meet your fourth baby.
One second.
Babies are demanding. All this. No way!
Okay. This was a funny moment. This is where Christmas ends up getting triplets.
Christmas! I have amazing news! Triplets!
No way! Oh my god! We got another baby.
I mean, if I win this season, you have to win
I would
this
have
season
to
because
win.
we can't.
The babies, well, you can kind of see right here. Sorry. You can kind of see. Oh, not really. I can't really tell. I'm sorry. The lighting is really bad on here. But this is why I made the playlist, so you can check this out on your own. You'll see a lot more clearer. Trust me. I don't know why I closed that because I'm not done yet. So that was Christmas's star punishment. Okay. Number 4 on my countdown is the final eviction. So this is final 3. This is finale night. House guest Cody has just won the final head of household, leaving Enzo and Nicole to be the final nominees of the season. And Cody has to take one house guest to the finale to face the jury members. So this is a crucial eviction because you're making a $500,000 decision as to who you want to sit next to you. So let me skip to where Cody makes his decision. This was actually the most shocking moment of the season because Cody and Nicole had a final 2 the whole time. And it seemed like they were going to take each other to the finale. I was totally expecting it. But now it came down to, okay, he had a final 2 with Nicole. He had a final 2 with Enzo. So now both of them are sitting on the block. Who are they going to pick? So this is Cody's decision right here, and he lays it all out in his final decision.
It's so hard. I mean, I feel like I played this game from the second we walked in here with the both of you. I had that same thing with him. And so, although it was such a blessing to have the both of you in this final 2, this is horrible, like, to do this to one of you guys. But Nicole, I'm so sorry.
It's official, Nicole. You are the last person evicted from the Big Brother house.
When I watched it on finale night, this was like 2 days before Halloween, 3 nights before Halloween, I think. My mouth dropped. I was like, what? I was so dead set on Cody and Nicole going to final 2. It was like going to be an easy win. I was just amazed. I don't know why I didn't pick that as the best moment of the season. It's amazing. Okay. Number 3 on my countdown. This is Mr. Zingbot. Zingbot is known for roasting the Big Brother house guests. Every season, Zingbot makes an appearance and he roasts the final house guests that are in the house, whoever's left. And there's some pretty big jabs that he takes, that he gives to the house guests. There is one in particular that I liked from Zingbot last summer on All Stars. It involves Nicole. And I'm going to play it for you right now. Okay, so here's Nicole Zing from Zingbot.
Nicole, you can't hide from this. Let's go.
I wrote a song for you. Here comes the bride. She loves to whine and cry. Every time I hear her voice, I want to
Oh my god. Okay, so just to understand that Zing a little bit, Nicole was engaged, or she's married now, but she was engaged, and all she was talking about was planning her wedding, and a lot of people didn't like that. Some people just didn't like Nicole last season. Like, they just couldn't stand her talking and her whining. I'm sorry. So, yeah, that's why that thing was hilarious. I love Zingbot. Zingbot's my favorite part of Big Brother. So I always get excited when Zingbot shows up. And last year he is dressed, you can't really tell, but he's dressed as the Tigers, the kind of like the Tiger King, but we called him the Tiger Zing. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay, number 2. You can't really tell, but this is everybody, all the All-Stars. There's 16 of them. They're all meeting for the first time. I won't play the clip because there's a lot of, you can't really hear the audio well. But I wish you could see this, because this is a good picture of everyone like hugging each other, getting to know each other, like so excited to meet one another. But in all reality, y'all are going to turn against each other in no time. And then you're going to start hating each other, and it's going to be epic. So I always like seeing that little picture at the beginning of the season, because at the end of the season, there's no kumbaya or nothing. It's just like, what did we go through? So yeah, I like that little piece of, hey, we're all friends here, but we're going to stab each other in the back very soon. So yeah. Okay, well, my seat just went down. Okay, and my favorite, the number 1 big moment from last season, Christmas versus, you can't see Davon. Davon's not there yet, but Davon and Bailey. This is Bailey right here. So every season, there's a big fight. There's always a big fight. And this season, it just so happened to be Christmas, Davon, and Bailey. Stuff hit this thing. So basically what Christmas and Davon were fighting about was talking about their ride or die, basically. I guess Davon or Bailey had let Christmas know that they were each other's ride or die, and that's why they were nominated for eviction that week. So Davon and Bailey weren't so happy about that, and they had set a plan with Tyler for Tyler to use for somebody to use the veto, or no, for Christmas to use the veto on either Davon and Bailey and put Tyler up as the replacement nominee. But what Davon and Bailey didn't know was Christmas and Tyler were working together, and so there was no way Christmas was going to do that to Tyler. So Davon and Bailey were already pissed. But Davon was the one who set off the fireworks. Perfect timing, because 4th of July is this weekend. So, but yeah, it was amazing to watch.
It's not here.
Let me try to get. So here's a little soundbite. I apologize if there's any language in this one. I think there might be language in here, but just listen.
You guys are a duo. We weren't a duo.
Well, she says that you're her untouchable. So what the fuck am I supposed to do with that information?
Christmas, I'm gonna walk away.
Please
I'm gonna walk
do.
away.
Thank you.
I'm gonna walk away.
Good night.
I'm not going to bed. Don't good night me, but I'm
Well,
gonna
have
walk
a good
away.
night.
I'm gonna walk
Don't
away.
worry, my door
I'm
will
gonna
be
walk
locked.
away. I'm gonna walk away. Because you picked the right one on the right day. So I'm gonna walk away.
You telling me that Dave? No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me. You're right.
That's fine,
Let me
but come on, because I just came out the diary room.
That's right. But my tone needs to come down.
Yeah. Oh God! Oh God! Oh. This is a game.
Yeah. Tensions were high that night. You see how quickly Davon, and here's the thing too. The reason Davon has gotten evicted so many times from the Big Brother house is because of her mouth. So in All Stars, she tried so hard to just keep calm, because as soon as she started blowing stuff up, that was it for her. Everyone else can do it, but as soon as Davon does it, she's looked at as, oh, there goes Davon, starting stuff, got to get her out. So that's why she's so emotional in that moment, because she tried so hard. She tried 5 weeks to keep calm, not start fights with anybody, but it had to end at some point.
All aware that it's
Sorry, I'm going to skip it. So now Christmas and Bailey start getting into it.
True. But that's fine. I'm trying to give you. I want to give you.
No,
your
but let me
space.
tell you
Hold on,
this.
Let me finish.
No,
I'm
because
trying
you
to
don't
give
get to play
your space.
victim in this situation.
You don't want to let me finish,
and you
then
know
don't.
you use me, and that's
I didn't
I'm
use you.
not gonna let
I
you do
didn't
that.
use
No,
you.
I'm not gonna let you get
You
away with
told
that.
me
I'm not,
information.
and get your fingers out of my
You
face. Back up and get your fingers out of my face, because I'm talking calmly and you want to
You
yell.
just came at me.
And you want to say bitch and you want to say all these words. You did, and ask her. You raised your tone,
Sorry.
and I've been
Somebody
nothing but
text
nice. I told you. No. Stop with all of this, because I
Fuck
can't do
off.
that to you. If I
Fuck
did that,
off, Bailey.
I would be labeled as something crazy. So if you want to talk to me,
guess what,
talk to me
Bailey?
quietly.
Bailey,
I'm asking.
there's a
Please don't
There's
do
a
that.
difference between game and
Chris,
personal.
I didn't treat you like this, so why are you treating me this way? I'm coming at
Bailey,
you with
you
respect.
yelled at me first. You wouldn't let me finish talking.
She's clapping at me and throwing her hands. If I did that, I would
Good
be
game, Bailey. Good game.
I know.
Good game, Bailey.
Wow, what did I do?
Yeah. And also Bailey was trying to keep calm too, because in her season, season 20, she blew stuff up. She was a firecracker, and we didn't see that in this season. That was actually calm Bailey. If you want to check out Bailey in a rage, type in Big Brother 20 house meeting. You're gonna love it, trust me. Let me play the last part of that conversation.
Your personal life to get money.
Ooh, Davon just smacked the door open.
Don't worry. Okay.
Push the door open.
I think you should go in the HOH room.
No, absolutely not. I live here too. I can go wherever the fuck I want.
Sorry.
Surprise.
I'm fine here. Thank you, baby.
Here we go.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't have to. I live here
Shut the
too.
fuck up, girl.
I don't have to.
Don't. So why are you adding fuel?
Jessica was
I'm not
right.
adding
No,
fuel.
Why are you adding fuel?
I'm not adding
But
fuel.
you are.
Coward.
Stop.
I'm sitting here. I didn't hide upstairs.
Stop adding
Coward.
fuel.
I'm not adding fuel.
Stop. You're
Well,
a
then
coward.
stop talking to me.
I'm not, but she's walking by. You see she's upset. Don't add fuel to the fire.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I apologize for the language. I'm sorry. There's some younger kids watching, but there's no filter on Big Brother. So there you go. Those are my top 10 moments from Big Brother 20. I was living it in real time last year, and it was really nice to watch all the fighting. So let me go back over here. Oh, I don't know why this keeps doing this. Okay. So that is the end of our premiere episode. You can't see this, but this says the Big Brother 23 premiere countdown show. So next Wednesday, 4:00 p.m. Pacific time. That's also 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. We will have a 1-hour countdown special to the Big Brother 23 premiere. It will be kicking off at 8 o'clock p.m. on CBS next Wednesday. On that countdown show, I will quickly go through all 16 house guests, and I will give you, well, actually, sorry, my thing froze for a second. So we're back on though. What's going to happen next episode? I will quickly go through all 16 house guests, and I will tell you who I think about them. I'm actually going to spend the next couple days doing my notes, getting my notes ready to tell you about each house guest. So, and I will introduce them to you. I hope their pictures will come out clear on here. If not, I could always pull it up on my phone and just do it. I will also give you my final 2 picks. I'm going to pick one guy and one girl that I think has what it takes to win the $500,000 prize, just based on their bios and their interviews. So I'm going to be doing a lot of studying over the next couple days to get ready for the Big Brother premiere. What I know about the premiere, every season there's a twist. There's always twists. You can't just have the Big Brother game. You got to spice it up a little bit. What premiere night has in store is it's a live move-in, so all the house guests are going to be in quarantine. They currently are right now. They've been for about a week. They will not step out of quarantine until 8 o'clock p.m. Well, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so it's going to be 5 o'clock here. They will step out of quarantine and go right into the house. All the house guests, what I know is it's going to be teams. They're going to set up teams. They're going to compete to become captains. And the captains will choose their teammates. And the captains will compete to become the first head of household of the season. So it's going to be interesting to watch. Plus, I'm also told this season is going to be filled with big risks. In fact, the tagline for this season is go big or go home. There's always risks and temptations every season, but they're promising bigger risks this year. In fact, we're being promised a double or nothing offer on premiere night. I don't know what's in store. We'll have to wait and see what they got in store. So that will be next Wednesday, July 7th. Again, it'll be 4 o'clock p.m. here, so 7 o'clock on the East Coast. We'll have a 1-hour show. I got to get all that talked about in 1 hour. So I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. And then we will switch to our regular weekly live streams. We will not have them Wednesdays. They will be Thursday nights. So the first one will be July 15th at 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. So it'll be 9 o'clock over here. And we will talk about the first week of Big Brother, right after the first eviction of the season. What I'm also doing before my recap shows, I will be doing eviction predictions on my Snapchat. I'm going to list my Snapchat info on the description. It is Nick Morales 96. Every Thursday before the eviction show, I'm going to give my prediction as to who will be the one going home. And we'll see if I'm correct on the recap show. So if you want to go ahead and get your Snapchat ready before July 15th, because that's when I will make my first eviction prediction. Nick Morales 96, and that's all lowercase. So feel free to get ready for that. All right, that'll do it for the first episode of the Big Brother Recap Show. Thank you so much for watching. I've been waiting to put this together, and I can't wait to get into Big Brother. This is what's going to get me through the summer. Also, check out my other show, Nick Picks for the Week. We are actually going to start filming our 4th of July special really soon, probably tonight. I can't wait to do that one. So hopefully you will watch it. You can hit like and subscribe to go watch my other Nick Pick episodes right now for your viewing pleasure. Again, make sure you set your alerts for next Wednesday for our 1-hour countdown special. New episode Nick Picks on Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.